Hey, what's going on, everybody? In this one, I got my top 5 free agent signings of the year. Let's get into it.
All right, here we go. Coming at number 5, we got Max Scherzer. Obviously, last year with the Dodgers in Washington, had a 2.46 ERA, 1.67 ERA plus in 30 games, .864 for WHIP, and led the league with a walks per nine of 1.8. This year here with the Mets, he's got a 2.26 ERA, 1.74 ERA plus with a 2.54 FIP and a WHIP at 9.24. He signed that 3-year, $130 million deal, and I think that the Mets are going to get their money's worth. Obviously, he's going to be a frontline starter for the next couple of years. I like him at number 5. All right, here we go. At number 4, we got Kevin Gausman. Last year with San Francisco, had a 2.81 ERA in 33 games, a FIP at 3, a WHIP at 1.024, and this year with Toronto, he's sporting a nice 3.31 ERA with a 1.18 ERA plus. Two expected numbers would be a little bit up. He's in a tougher division than he was last year. He's got a FIP at 2.29 and a strikeout per walk ratio at 7.46, which is leading the league right now. WHIP at 1.2. Signed a 5-year, $110 million deal. Another guy that I think you're going to get a ton of experience and length out of to be one of your frontline guys for years to come. So I think the future is very, very bright for Kevin Gausman. All right, coming in at number 3 for me, it's Tyler Anderson. Last year with Pittsburgh and Seattle, he had a 4.81 ERA in 13 games, 86 ERA plus, a FIP at 4.5, and a WHIP at 1.3. But this year, I mean, what a revelation Tyler Anderson has had in LA. He's had a 2.62 ERA, a 1.61 ERA plus in 27 games, a FIP at 3.42, and a WHIP just over 1 at 1.027. With a 15-3 record, Tyler Anderson also made his first All-Star game this year. With a 1-year deal for $8 million, I mean, sign me up. This guy has absolutely been a revelation in LA, transforming the way he's pitched. I don't know if it's the winning mentality that the Dodgers have, in that clubhouse that elevates some of these guys who have maybe been like, behind the 8 ball, but always had the stuff to become, really good ball players. I don't know what it is, but I mean, what a steal for the Dodgers. Anderson, number 3 for me.
All right, coming in at number 2, I got Carlos Rondon. Last year with the White Sox, had an ERA of 2.37, ERA plus of 1.85, a WHIP just under 1 at .957, a FIP of 2.61, 13-5 record. And this year with the Giants, ERA up a little bit at 2.93, ERA plus of 1.39, a FIP of 2.33, which leads all of baseball, a WHIP at 1.051, just over, with a 12-8 record. And he's gotten 200 strikeouts for the first time in his career. He was an all-star for the second year in a row, and he signed that contract for 2 years, $44 million, and he can opt out after this year, and I think he will. Carlos bet on himself to take a deal somewhere else for, a little bit under the AAV that he thought he should receive, and he's come out with a solid year. He's going to go into the free agent market, and he's going to go get a bag. He's only like 28 years old. I think he can be a guy that can be a frontline starter for most teams. Assuming he moves on, I don't see him staying with the Giants. I think he probably wants to go to contender, but I like Carlos at number 2.
All right, here we go. We got an honorable mention before we get to the number 1 spot. It's Corey Seager. This year with the Rangers has 130 hits, 30 home runs, 76 RBIs, with a batting average of 246. I wish that was better, but a slugging of 456, an OPS of 778, and an OPS plus of 121. Corey Seager is always been a very clutch player for the Dodgers. And I think he's going to be a catalyst player, man, for the Rangers coming up. They got some good pieces in the farm system that are going to be joining the Major League club. Josh Jung just got there. He's going to be the third baseman of the future. So I like Simeon, and I like Nathaniel Lowe on one side of the infield, and Seager and Jung on the other side. I think that is going to be a very, very competitive infield for a long time to come. With an improved pitching staff, yeah, I could see this team making some noise. I like Corey Seager. He's one of my honorable mentions. All right, here we go. My second honorable mention is Carlos Correa. This year with the Twins, he has 124 hits, 20 homers, and 57 ribbies, with a batting average of 280, an on-base percentage of 357, and a slugging of 463, rounded off with an OPS plus of 136. This past offseason, Correa did sign that 3-year deal for $105 million, but could opt out after this season. But he recently said that he could see himself playing for the Twins for a long time. That's a quote. So I wonder if he wants to re-sign with the Twins just on a better deal for more years or something like that, or he actually really wants to test the free agent market and see what he can pull. He's going to be a premium shortstop, but there's a lot of shortstops on this market. There's going to be himself, a Trey Turner, a Dansby Swanson, guys who are going to command a ton of money. And it's going to be him and Trey Turner, fighting for a lot of it. So maybe there'll be a bidding war for them, and it'll help Carlos's case this offseason. So whatever he decides to do, I know he's going to be one of the top paid or the top paid shortstop in the game, and he deserves it. He's a great ball player. No matter how you think of him, he's a good ball player. He is my second honorable mention.
Hey, thanks for making it this far. If you guys liked the video, make sure you like it and you sub to the channel. It really helps us out. Let's get back to it.
And my number one free agent signing of the past summer is Freddie Freeman, the first baseman from the Braves to the Dodgers. Last year with the Braves, he had 180 hits. He had 31 homers, and he had 83 RBIs. Last year, he also had a batting average of 300 on the dot, an on-base percentage of .393, a slugging of 503, and an OPS plus of 136. And you're wondering, could this guy do anything better? Look at those numbers. Those are near MVP numbers. And then this year with the Dodgers, he blows everybody's mind. Now just listen to these numbers. This year with the Dodgers, he has 181 hits. Mind you, the season isn't over. He also has 20 home runs. Power numbers are down a little bit, but his RBIs are up. He has 91 of those. His batting average is a league-leading 329 with an on-base percentage of 402. Amazing. And a slugging that's even better than his slugging from last year at 526 with an OPS plus of 153. Ladies and gentlemen, his numbers have just gotten even better. Yeah, you could say it's because Adley might be a better ball club, but last year the Braves, they won the World Series. Don't forget that. They were not a bad ball club. Freddie Freeman has been the best free agent signing of the past summer. He is my number one.
Well, those are my top 5 free agent signings of the year. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. Make sure you're liking, make sure you're subscribing. We'll see you in the next one. Let's go. Hey, thanks for watching all the way to the end. If you guys liked the video, make sure you're liking, make sure you're subbing. Here's another video that you might like.